Hello everybody. So another deck has arrived, and you can probably see I have my iPad here because this is such a different deck. I don't remember, I got it last year, ordered it, Kickstarter, and it's different. It's not your regular tarot. So it came with these three. This is the creator's card, I guess. R. Thomas Alwyn. And then we have the tarot and the tarot pack. The Red Court Tarot Pack is a set of additional and variant cards for the Traveler's Tarot. It contains cards themed around the Mystery Traveler's deck and the Crimson King. These can be used with any deck, and all cards are designed by R. Thomas Alwyn. Okay, well, let's take a quick look at these. I mean, it's a cool little packaging. What is it? I don't even know. First time looking. So here's the keywords. And here are the cards. So the Crimson King, the Great Worm. So just quickly, I want to look at the backs. Colorful, beautiful, really. These are very bouncy cards. They feel good. They feel like really nice poker cards. You know that feel? They're thin, but they still have that, they feel durable. Is there any gilding? No. They feel really durable. And I don't know if there's some velvety, or I don't even know the word would be, but these feel nice. They don't feel like, you can get some thinner cards and they feel cardboardy. This does not. Really good snap, but it's not a thick card. Interesting. Is this the right way? Tragedia, commedia. Okay. Tragedy and comedy. The Red Mare. The Blood Moon. Good Lord. We'll pass that one a little quicker. The Essence. The Juggler. The Lovers. The Moonrise. Adjustment. Oh, one more. And Lust. Okay. Those are interesting, and they do come with a keyword thing. I think you'd have to really know if you'd want to include these in your deck, whether it's this deck or even some other deck. You'd really have to study these, and boy, that is small. I understand you had to put it all on one card, but boy, that's small. But understandable, like, that's the way you got to do it. That's how you do it. So we have a typical box. Feels nice. What's going on here? 2 cards. I don't know why they're separate. Probably no reason. The Black Moon and the Traveler of Bells. Maybe there's something in here that will tell me when I get to that. So here's the book. It's a nice little book. Put that centered. Oh, the paper. See, it's like magazine. A really nice magazine paper. I appreciate that. Welcome, fellow traveler. So, the Mystery Arcana. So Mystery, the Jester. I'm guessing I'm going through the Major Arcana. It's with the, well, okay. Ooh, wait. Nope. Yes. Okay, so here's... Nope. Okay. I'm trying to figure this out. So mystery, and then jester, and then the stage. And then it looks like, nope, the owl, misery. And so I'm looking at the top. So 0, 0, and then possibly the 1. So the little man. Maybe 2, the seer. So 1 would have been, the little man would have been the magician. The seer would have been the high priestess. I think this is kind of number 3. Is it? Murmuration? The veil? Oh, I don't think it's following anything. Well, maybe. I mean, there's love. Could be the lovers. Chariot. The bohemem. I'll have to figure that one out. I mean, maybe Wheel of Fortune, possibly. I think it's definitely following a bit of it. I mean, there's dream and life. That looks like the moon card. That looks like the sun card. And the great show. See, that could be the world, which literally there's the world. So it's kind of, but then we go on to the fiddler and the curtain. So okay, so I'm getting the theme that this is a production, like a whole show for the Major Arcana. That's interesting. And then we go to 3 monkeys. So I don't know where we are now. The endless, the wind, the gateway. What is going on? Okay, so we're still in the Major Arcana, I'm guessing, because it's a full page, and I just quickly looked ahead, and that must be the minors. So then they put the zodiac sign with the ruling planet, which goes with the cards, maybe. Now we're into the minor. So I was right. So that was the major. All these, many more majors than a regular tarot deck. And then we have the minors. And does it look like we have 3? The Major Arcana in the Mystery Travels Tarot comes with 3 non-traditional suits, connecting to 3 non-traditional elements. Each suit has 15 cards, and traditional ace through 10 plus an 11 represents the highest expression of the suit, and 4 court cards: the child, the founder, the keeper, and the traveler. These correspond with the page, the king, the queen, and the knight, in that order. So this is a whole system. And I mean, it looks exciting to me. But again, having to learn this system. And then it goes on to explain why he did it that way. Okay. So we have the key. So this is what this is. So these are the 3 sets that we have. We have the void, which is truth, and then we have the bells, and then we have the bones. So truth, consciousness, and spirit are the 3 suits that we have. And then, so there's the, and he calls them key bells, bones. Okay, and then here's the mystic cross and recurring symbolism. Oh, that will be interesting. Recurring symbolism. So it's very purposeful. I like that. Nudity. The nudity is vulnerability. There is some nudity here, I'm guessing. And then we have the elements. And that's a lot of elements. Void, spirit, earth, metal, water, blood, consciousness, air, wood, fire, sulfur, salt, and quicksilver. This is a whole thing. I like that it's like a small book, and it's going to really, I think, going to be very succinct, very boiled down to this is this and not a lot of storytelling. But again, I'm guessing. Let's look at the cards. Woo! All right. So I don't know. I usually do a deck interview. And I want to do a deck interview. And I'm wondering how. I guess I'll have to look when something comes out. Boy, these feel nice. I'll have to look when these come out. Look in the book. You know, I'll pause all that stuff. And I'll interpret what that card means and how it's speaking to me in the interview, I guess. I've done that recently with an Oracle deck, and it worked out wonderful. So I'm guessing this might be just as wonderful. So let's find out. Is this the gateway? Should I start this way or this way? Mystery, Jester, Stage, Owl. Okay, so I think this is where this one started, so I might start Mystery, yeah, Jester, and Stage. Okay, so we're going to start from the beginning, and it is right here. So I don't know where these two fit in yet, but I will figure it out. So look at the imagery. So intriguing. I'll turn this off because I don't think I need it anymore. Bye. Go away. No, I took a picture. Could you just turn off? Great. That's what I need is a picture. Okay. So, interesting. Mystery. Hi. Oh, are we going everywhere with me? Try it again. Jester. Let's do that better. The Stage. Owl. Misery. I think this is all because I'm looking here. It's all get 0. So I'm guessing that's the Void. Possibly, maybe. Because here's, oh, well, Misery. Okay, maybe. Oh, I'm not going to guess anymore. Little Man. I think might be like Magician. The Seer. Murmuration. I'm guessing it's that buzz that all those insects make, you know, when they're all together. Possibly, guessing. The Veil, which would be the curtain, I guess, on the stage. Okay. Whoop. Liberty. Nakedness. Which is vulnerability. Remember that. It's vulnerability. Love. Boheme, I think. Which is a gypsy cart, which they're beautiful. And then we have some nudity. So lust. Time. Fortune, which nudity, we'll try to go faster. Balance. The in-between. So it's very much like a performance. The in-between would be like intermission, I'm guessing. The Marionette. That's cool. Death. Art. So this is more a male side and a female side. And it's even mirrored back here. Art. Okay. The Devil. That's a little bit much. Okay. The Hellmouth. Wow. Okay. Dang. The Astrologer. Dream. So again, this is quite like the Moon card. You have the moon and you have the towers on each side. we have antlers at the top, which is interesting. Life, which is mirroring the sun a bit. I'm guessing, honestly, that's an egg, and these are little, spermies. Kind of looks like the big creation of life. Oh, angel, put some clothes on. The great show. So that would be the end. That would be, I am guessing that is the world card in this series. But it did go on. So here's the fiddler. I guess that's at the end of the show. And there's the curtain. The curtain comes down, and that's the end. And then we start into the three monkeys, which you lose me again. The endless, is that continuing? Maybe. The weird ace. Well, I think I can figure that one out. Ace of 0, ace of void. I think that was one of the suits. Okay, so let's take a quick look. Yeah. Oh. So here's the courts. So the child of keys. There's the founder of keys, which is the king, I guess we would say. The keeper of kings, well, I'm guessing that's the queen. And then the traveler of kings, goodness, that would be the knight, if we were going to put it in the wider weight Smith. Okay, so the next one is bells. Yes. Okay, so, and these look pips. Pippy. All right, and then we'll look at these. So child of bells, so that would be the page. Founder of bells, so that would be the king. Keeper of bells, the queen. And the traveler, bells, and then we're into bones. Did that get mixed up? Because I think we were in bells, not bones. Did I mix that up? Maybe. I don't think I did. So this is the Knight of Bones, which probably should be bells. These mixed up a bit. Oh. It's over here. Did these come after? Oh, these are weird. Traveler of bells and Traveler of bones. So I'm guessing bells would go there. I don't know why. And they're the same card except for the... Oh, let's look. Okay, so the bones are... That looks like bells. Are these mixed up? And upside down. These are bells. Okay. These are bones. So, okay, so I've had a couple of decks that have come and I got confused because the decks were mixed up. Like the pentacles were in with the majors and the kings were somewhere else. Anyway, I got really mixed up and I went, oh, okay, I'm done. And I'll just mix them up just a little bit more. Apparently, what I have researched is that sometimes when they are printing the cards and then they cut them, they don't... Oh, that's always fun when your camera dies. So I'm going to put this to the side and I'm going to shuffle. Hi, you're not going to work for me, are you? I'm going to shuffle everything and we're going to do a deck interview and I'm going to try my darndest. Keep this out with the book. I'm going to try my darndest to make sure that this works. Right? We're going to find out with this deck, the energy of this deck and how it's going to work with me. So stay tuned. I'll have this all ready in a second. as I'm doing this, I just want you to see how beautifully these shuffle. I could probably do that a little faster. I just wanted you to see how beautifully they shuffle. So as I'm doing this, I was just reading the Kickstarter. So I'm going to give you a little more information on this because I am enthralled. It's a 77 card non-traditional tarot deck. Major Arcana of 25 numbered and 7 unnumbered cards, and 3 non-traditional suits, the bones, the bells, and the keys, and 15 in each of those. And the cards are printed in Italy on CE certified premium 330 GSM cardstock using food grade ink. And the process uses 100% solar energy. So I thought that was interesting. You know, if you are interested in this deck, like that's cool stuff. Really cool stuff. And again, they are 330. I mean, it's a beautiful. It shuffled gorgeous. Like, honestly. So it's 77. So it's 1 card short of 78, but when I put in all the extras, I think that it definitely, you know, pumped it past a regular tarot deck. So yeah, it explains a bunch of that, shows the suits, and one thing it did do, and maybe I should have had it up, it does quite kind of follow the normal tarot major arcana, and it kept going, and I'm going like, oh, I think this is what that is. I was right there, and kept going, and then when I ended on the 3 monkeys, and I went, I have no idea. I'm just reading it. It's number 23, and it's the 3 monkeys, and it says, "Not my circus, not my monkeys." Or are they? That's that line alone probably got me to get the deck. That's wonderful. So anyway, I'll turn this off again. I'll get rid of it actually. And yeah, so I'll get everything ready for the review, but I just thought I'd take a look while I was doing the shuffle. Okay, I've got everything out. We're ready to go. So we're going to start with your true self. Tell me about yourself, deck. Mystery Travel Tarot. There you go. Why? Why? Your true self, as you say. The devil. I will look up. I don't know if the meaning is the same, but goodness, we are starting off with a kick in the butt. Fantastic. Jeez. Second card, your uniqueness. What, dare I ask, is your favorite topic? You are the cheekiest deck by far already. But tell me. I'm going to... The Lovers. And I know another one flipped here, but only one came out. So we're going to use that. Your uniqueness is the Lovers. Oh my. Your strength. What are your strengths? Okay. So that's the 2 of Bells. Okay. What are you avoiding? What is your weakness? I'm not sure what the bones. Okay, 11 of bones. Don't know what that is, but we will find out. What is your first impression of me? Yes, tell me. here we are. Oh my God. Really? Really? Adjustment? Really? I'm looking at that. What? That's your impression of me. What are you saying? Okay, give myself a minute. Okay, your task. What are you here to teach me? Okay. Bones, the 5 of bones. Okay. Partnership. What will our relationship be like? Dare I ask? I don't know if I want to know. I have no idea. Oops, sorry. The essence. I see a tear in that eye. I don't know. What needs maintaining? What do I have to do to keep our communication clear? Okay. The 6 of bones. Beautiful cards, really. I got a lot of bones going on here. I wonder what that means. Your deep knowledge. What is your overall message for me that is important for future readings? Founder of bells. So that's the king of bells. That's your overall message to me. Okay, so overall outcome. What is the potential outcome of our working relationship? Okay, doink. The red mare. Wow. Okay, I'm hesitant. Oh, it's over here. to see what you are going to say. So I'll keep this out because I think there's some in here that came from the extra cards. So your true self, you said the devil. So shall I look that up? Okay, the devil. Keywords: addiction, bondage, dependency, lust, being controlled by base desires. I read this because it's quite the card. The figure in the center represents both nurturing and destruction. I mean, addiction, bondage. Okay, so it's a lot of base energies, but your true self, nurturing and destruction. So how do I take that? Nurturing and destruction. You're going to, let me put it this way, maybe. You're going to nurture, okay, and you're also going to help destroy maybe things that make me feel like I'm dependent or I'm in bondage over or controlled. So maybe you're here to show me those areas in my life that I feel controlled by or addicted to. So your true self is that you're going to be very, I'm guessing, shocking. You're going to be shocking. I think that's what you're trying to say. You're going to just be so freaking shocking. You're going to be nurturing, but you're also going to be destroying some very key fundamental things that maybe I am ignoring. Shall we put it that way? Because I don't know where else to go with that. Wow. So that's where I'm going with that. Nurturing and destruction. That is your key element. You are here to destroy some very harsh problems or realities in a nurturing way. Yes, yes. Sure. And the second one, we have the lovers. And the lovers, it's in the card, so I can look through the book all I want. It's in the card. So the lovers, consciousness. That's a Gemini energy. So your uniqueness is relationships, sacrifice for love, important choice, and union. So your uniqueness is that you're going to be talking a lot about love and relationships, making important choices, the partner you choose. So you're a lot about interplay between people, I'm guessing. Conscious choice, which would be like a Gemini thing, consciousness, conscious choice, and relationships. So interesting. If you put these two, your true self and your uniqueness. So what I'm going to get from that is that the nurturing part of relationships, but also the destructive part of relationships. You're going to be showing me some stuff. I think that, whew, okay. Shall we continue? Your strengths. The Two of Bells. So I'll go to the bells. The Two of Bells is your strength, connecting the physical and spiritual and answering the call. Connecting the physical and spiritual. Well, okay, this is starting to make a little more sense. So your strength is connecting spiritual and physical. And if you put that to your uniqueness with relationships, that's very interesting. And then if you put it over to your true self, physical and spiritual, a lot of angst and anxiety and, a lot of devil or hard truths can come from trying to figure out your spiritual and physical beliefs and trying to pull them in together and have a balance. So that's very interesting that now these two were shocking and it's just like, okay, I kind of see what you're going for. So let's go to what you are avoiding. And that is Bones 11. You are avoiding mature faith and inner life, transcendence, teaching, and enlightenment. Okay, so I could see where that's coming from. You're not here to teach me how to transcend and, be that spiritual teacher that takes me to the woo-woo place. You're not going to really indulge in enlightenment and faith and inner life. You're more about the partnership and you're more about relationship. And isn't that interesting? So not so much about the self, but more about how you are physical, spiritual with others. That's really interesting. Hi, I'm having trouble with camera. Things might look different. I don't know. I had to restart everything and move things. And today is one of those days. So anyway, I think I was talking about this. And I think we're moving on. Your first impression of me was adjustment. And I don't know if adjustment was on here. It is. Yeah. Great. Adjustment. Your first impression of me. And did you see these? That's for this small. Okay. Adjustment. Spirit. Correction, balancing, eliminating the unjust and immoral. So you see me as balancing, eliminating the unjust and immoral. So your first impression of me is that I must have a very strong sense of right and wrong. I don't know how you got that maybe I chop off the heads of my enemies who have somehow unjustly hurt me in some way, but I love that you think that I would do that. That would be fantastic. But, okay, so you see me as just, and you see me as very defined in my right and wrong thinking. And that's interesting. I will take that. If not the chopping off the heads, that might be extreme. I don't know if I could get away with it. It would be something I would consider maybe. So your task, what are you here to teach me? And it's a 5 of bones. You're here to teach me personal freedom, breaking free of dogma and seeing beyond. Well, I'll take that. That's personal freedom, breaking free of dogma and seeing beyond. That's wonderful. Kind of freeing my mind, right? Is that kind of how I'm seeing this? Kind of seeing maybe the programming that we all have about society and ourselves and what we've been taught about ourselves and what we've been taught about everything. And you're going to help me see beyond that. That's going to be quite a feat. Partnership. What will our relationship be like? And I have Essence. Is that an extra card? Essence, it is. Wow, I got a lot of extra cards. That's interesting that that's coming up. Essence. So it's blood, sun, moon, midpoint. Okay. And partnership, it's going to be a... You're adorable. Let me read it to you. Sacred marriage. Perfection. The divine in the living. Perfect balance. So our partnership, aren't you adorable? Sacred marriage and perfection. Our partnership is just going to be perfect. I love that. Thank you. You had me scared up here, but you're kind of winning me. A little bit. Okay, so what needs maintaining? What can I do to keep our communication clear? And we have the 6 of bones. So I have the 5 of bones and the 6 of bones. So I know where that is. It's at the end. What needs maintaining is tradition, responsibility, rootedness, and guiding others. Okay, well that's, kind of what I want to do with the cards, right? Guiding others, guiding myself, tradition. So making this a regular practice, responsibility. So I think honesty would be in the responsibility, being helpful. So I'm just reading quickly that, and it does have it explains everything in the card. I am just looking at the keywords. Okay. But it goes on and it does have the keywords, the reversed, and then it does give you an explanation of everything in the card, which I am, not going to indulge right now, but I will. But I just quickly saw that and I went, hey, what's that mean? And yeah, interesting. Let me just say, this is the vertebrae of a dog. Huh? And yin yang. And there's a feather and a fern. And it explains it all. So you can see why I wanted to grab this. Tell me more. What does this mean? Why is that with this grouping? Why is this like this? Just, I eat this stuff up. I love the whys and why did you choose that? And this is going to entertain me and enthrall me for quite a while. But what needs maintaining? That's tradition, responsibility, guiding others. That's beautiful. Okay, so let's continue. Your deep knowledge. What is your overall message for me that is important for future readings? And that's a founder of bells, which we know is the father of bells, or the king of bells. I'm giving it every word. So consciousness. So I think bells are consciousness. And the black sun. That's what the founder of bells is. That's right there. Okay, I'm getting used to this. I'm seeing all the little things going on. Important for future readings. It's action guided by awareness. Truth seeker. Be aware of what I am asking and why I'm asking, I think is what you're trying to say. Just be aware. Have meaning and understanding from what I want to know and what you're going to provide me. I like that. Okay, overall outcome we have, and I think it again, is this red mare on yes, of course. I've got so many from this. The extras, good thing I put them in, I guess. He really had something to say. I would recommend if you're getting this. So red mare is the red king sulfur. Okay. I just noticed something. There's an ear right there. Oh, okay. Overall outcome, sovereignty, excellent, swift transformation, and female fertility. So what I'm going to take from that is possibly the swift transformation. Overall outcome with our working relationship is excellence and swift transformation. Wow. Beautiful. Like I didn't know how this would work. It's a new system. You know, everything's different. And I am really enthralled at how cheeky but inspiring this all is together. I'm going to enjoy immensely reading about all the little elements that are in here. Oh my gosh. This is a little shocking. This is a little shocking. But honestly, I'm going to eat that up because I'm going to think about this later and say, well, what is the whole message? And I do believe it is very encouraging. I think this deck is going to be one of my favorites this year for sure. I think it's going to take a little time because it's a little different, which is probably the whole reason I wanted this deck. And I love the idea that these cards were made with, you know, solar power, and this is food grade dyes, like all the little things I think is why this, I shouldn't be afraid of this deck. I should just take the time and really absorb everything that's going on because there's so much going on, and I love this. I love all the little things, all the little details. So this might be coming up in future readings. I really hope so. I'm definitely going to be using it in my future readings for myself because I see a lot of wisdom here. But anyway, I thank you for taking along with me as I explored my new deck. Where's the box? Hello, come here. The Mystery Traveler's Tarot. I think there's a lot of thought and a lot of information in here, and I can't wait. Can't wait to really delve into this. And this is just, you know, first impression. I'm sure that once I get working with it, I'm going to have a much bigger, broader impression and probably fall just in love with it. So thank you for being here, and I hope to see you in another tarot first impression. Thank you.